Hello, I'm Travis Cripley. I'm a PhD student in computer science at the University of Washington. In my research, I design and build technologies to improve communication between citizens and government. I'm also CTO of the nonprofit Flash Volunteer. Flash Volunteer is a lightweight, neighborhood-centric tool for quickly finding and creating volunteer opportunities. I'm going to talk a few minutes about the project we're doing in partnership with the City of Seattle. I'm going to divide it into two parts. First, I'll talk about how we work with government. And second, I'll talk about what we're working on. A group of us at University of Washington, from computer science and political science, are working to find new ways to facilitate more meaningful civic discussions. Toward these ends, we've been partnering with Seattle's Department of Information Technology. We're helping out with part of a new public engagement portal, namely the part of it that enables citizens to communicate with government on policy issues. So how do we work with government? Well, we found a project that was in the early stages, but had high-level goals that were in sync with our research goals. We then proposed that we do some work to help make the project more concrete, as well as help move it forward. As an initial step, we have been helping them figure out how the IdeaScale platform can best be put into operational use in the city. IdeaScale is a very general platform. People say some things, and other people can vote on those statements, as well as comment. As such, it can be used for many different purposes. For example, we're looking at new ways of conducting public hearings. Consider a series of hearings on light rail impact in South Seattle. Normally, these would be conducted in relative isolation from one another. Can we use the web-based dialogue to provide the glue in between these hearings to have a larger sustained dialogue with memory? What if people could submit questions, ideas, and opinions that they want addressed at a public hearing ahead of time? And what would it look like to enter the items that were addressed at a public hearing back into an idea platform so that the dialogue could continue afterwards? This partnership helps us become familiar with the issues that the city faces. And meanwhile, we're developing new technologies that we can experimentally deploy with the support of the city. Working from within the university, we can provide a way for the city to experiment with new methods while minimizing the flack that they might receive for failure. So that's how we're working with government. Now I'll introduce what we're trying to accomplish. If the Government 2.0 movement is serious about increasing participation and collaboration with the public, we need to figure out more effective ways to listen to, interpret, and respond to what people say. Current government institutions are lacking the capacity to routinely interact with citizens at the level that the rhetoric around Government 2.0 demands. We need to augment the ear, mind, and mouth of government. Right now, the methods used, like public hearings, letters, email, and web-based input, all have a very similar division of labor. Citizens speak individually, and then government is tasked with making sense of what people are saying, of figuring out what the themes are, of summarizing what people are saying, sorting through the various opinions, identifying the new ideas, etc. We are working on new methods and technologies that reshape this division of labor. The public can help summarize, categorize, and relate the feedback that other people are providing. Think of it as a new form of volunteer activity, crowdsourcing the interpretation of what individuals are saying. The government should obviously still play a large role in this process, but we are currently underutilizing what groups of people can do to improve the messages they are trying to send to government. At this point, I'd like to briefly demo one technology that we are currently designing that illustrates some of these principles. Consider online comment boards. Yes, those places at the bottom of news articles, blogs, and elsewhere online that often appear to be a no man's land where trolling and flame wars prevail. Unfortunately, it's hard to identify the good points that people are making once you have 10, 50, 1,000 comments. It's hard for people who want to join the conversation. It's also hard to figure out what the high-level points of a discussion were after it has wound down. We have invented a simple technique we call reflect to help address these problems. It is a straightforward modification of a traditional comment board. Instead of a single column of comments, two columns are provided. The second column contains summaries of the points that the commenter is trying to make. anyone is able to add a summary bullet point. Here's how it works. Say you submitted an idea to the Ideas for Seattle website a few weeks ago. You've been getting email indicating that some people are commenting on it. You decide to check out what people are saying. As you hover over a bullet, you can see the relevant text in the comment that the bullet refers to. This allows people to quickly scan the comments and then drill down into where the commenter made that point. As you read, you recognize one of the commenters. Unfortunately, there are no points extracted from their comment. You read their comment in depth, and there's some good stuff in there, so you decide to add a summary bullet point. And then you highlight the text in the comment that relates to that point that you added. There are a variety of reasons that people might be motivated to help in this process. Someone might want to make sure that a point doesn't get lost. They might want to restate a point before they argue against it. They may use it as a way to read more attentively. Moreover, the person who started the conversation, such as the blog writer, journalist, idea submitter, or whomever, may add bullets to keep people interested and show that someone is interested and listening. Government aides can also use it as a way to help go through the comments. We think that Reflect might help steer people towards more reflective dialogue. It also provides an easier way of wading into an ongoing discussion. Finally, the bullet points can be used to create summaries of a whole discussion. By giving everyone the ability to help distill the main points people are making, we can augment the capacity of government to interact meaningfully with citizens. To sum up, I have the following 2 recommendations. First, on how to partner with government. One way is to find a way to help out with a project that is already planned but is not too far along yet, so that there is a good opportunity to help shape its direction. Second, on what we should be doing to achieve the goals of open government. Well, one thing that we should probably be doing is trying to engender a new form of volunteerism around making sense of what large groups of citizens are saying. And on a final note, we're currently looking for places to pilot test the Reflect system. We can easily incorporate it into any existing comment board. If anyone thinks there are places that you might want to try it out, or if you want to see a live demo, please let me know. Thank you.